Hello to clients, family and friends to the 8th edition of the DF Insurance Podcast. My name is Anthony De Berardino, Director of DF Insurance Services Proprietary Limited, Authorised Representative of Resilium and Resilium Insurance Broking Proprietary Limited. Today we're going to talk about cyber insurance and what it can do to help you in this ever-changing world. Cybercrime is one of the leading global risks and will continue to become more prevalent as more and more services go online and cyber criminals get more adept in getting around firewalls and things like that. A single data breach, like the illegal release of client or employee information or credit card details, can have a devastating impact both financially and reputationally for a business. So today we're going to talk about who is it for, what does it cover, what it doesn't cover, and things you can do to minimize your own cyber data risk. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Well, firstly, we're going to have a look at what does cyber liability or cyber insurance cover. There are two main types of cyber insurance policies. One is cybercrime insurance, or the cybercrime policy extension. What this does is it provides cover for theft of money due to a cybercrime event, for example, social engineering fraud, phishing, or other forms of cyber fraud, including loss of money. And the second one that is covered is cyber liability and privacy protection. This covers for your own costs and expenses as a result of a cyber event or breach of privacy, depending on how that's defined by your insurer's policy wording. Fines and penalties occurred as a result of a cyber event. So if you're fined or penalized due to that, business interruption is also coverable under cyber liability insurance, and also third-party costs and expenses as a result of a cyber event. And limits are generally up to $10 million. So next we're going to have a look at some statistics around cybercrime and also what normally isn't covered by cybercrime. So just to let you know how important cyber insurance is, I'm going to give you some statistics about the prevalence of cybercrime in Australia. Last year alone, the incidence of cybercrime claims went up by 700% and cost the Australian economy $7.8 billion. It's a lot of money, and the Australian economy is affected annually through direct costs alone around the $1 billion mark, and that's those statistics came from the Australian Criminal Investigation Commission 2019, and the first that I gave you came from the Security In-Depth Business Report research done in 2019 as well. The effects of cyber attacks on business: 40% of claims come from business interruption, 29% are information loss, 25% are revenue loss, and productivity loss, 29%. And that's from the Australian Government's Cyber Security Centre report in 2020. So as you can see, cyber liability is very important, and those numbers will only grow as, like I said earlier in the video, as more people go online, as more processes go online, and as the cyber criminals get more and more adept into getting around the protections that we put in place. And what usually isn't covered by cyber insurance? So damage to computer hardware generally isn't covered. Criminal actions committed by you or your business. So obviously if you do the damage yourself, you're not covered. A cyber attack based on facts of which you were aware. So if you knew that something was about to happen, you did nothing to stop it, and it happened, your insurance won't cover you for that. And criminals using the internet to steal money from you isn't covered as well. And that may be other exclusions which we will outline for you depending on which cyber insurance provider you wish to go with. So finally, next we will have another short clip based on what you can do to prevent this, or help prevent this happening. So to help this prevent happening to you, obviously have up-to-date virus protection software for your computer. Make sure that you're backing up your systems every single day on an external hard drive that's not connected to any cloud systems or internet. That way, if you do have a loss of data, you have it backed up by USB or something along those lines. Never give your passwords to anybody. Don't access any suspicious emails. Don't give your credit card information to anybody that you don't trust or anything that looks suspicious. And if you're unsure, contact your credit provider straight away to say, did you send this email, that sort of thing. The amounts of scams that I see myself based on people not following their due diligence. It's actually quite astonishing. The last thing I want to talk to you about is the notifiable data breaches scheme. So in early 2018, the notifiable data breaches scheme came into effect, making it completely compulsory for business to notify a cyber breach to all affected parties, as well as the Australian Privacy Commissioner. It's applicable to Australian government agencies, businesses and non-for-profit organisations with an annual turnover of $3 million or more, credit reporting bodies, health service providers, tax file number recipients, amongst others. So there you have it. Of course, any advice given in this video is of a general nature and may not apply to your specific wants and needs. Make sure that you read the relevant product disclosure statements before purchasing any product mentioned in this video. So that's all I have for today's podcast. Make sure you stay safe, drive safely as the weather keeps getting colder and keeps raining here in Melbourne. Make sure that you keep well. My name's Anthony De Berardino, Director of DF Insurance Services. Have a great week.